A car has been a childhood dream of every boy and a big sense of achievement for every independent girl. Bus, rickshaw, cab search prizes, waiting in line, or getting wet in the rain. Whatever your reason may be, buying a car makes a lot of sense. And getting a car loan to get that car is even more sensible. So let us tell you all that you need to know about car loans. Hello and welcome. I'm Anukriti Bisht, a financial advisor with a leading financial institution of the country, and you're watching a learning episode on wealth management bite size. Car, loan, so many words, so many big purchases. But let's see, are you first of all eligible for a car loan? Things that are considered by the bank to give you a car loan would be your age, which is 18 to 75, and income, which needs to be more than 10,000 per month. You should have been employed for at least 3 years or at least be 2 years in your current position. And in case you're self-employed, you need to make sure that all your documents are in place. Model of car, you can't just go and apply for any car for car loan. It has to be an approved model, and also the area that you stay in gets taken care of in your consideration. You might have an easier time taking a car loan in case you're taking it from a manufacturer which also has a financial institution. Say for example Tata, if you buy their car, they are willing to provide you a loan at a much easier way than any other institute would for a similar car. Choosing the right loan for you. What is the very first thing that should be considered? The loan amount. Now, the loan amount would depend upon the kind of car you are buying and also the kind of money you already have in your bank account. How good are your savings and how capable are you of making a good down payment? Your down payment capacity will determine how much loan amount that you will ultimately be taking. Our advice, make as large a down payment as would be possible to you right now, and this is where all your savings come to your rescue. If you're looking for a new car or a used car, your amount for down payment obviously will be different. So make sure that you have taken in consideration the various options which are available in automobile industry before you decide where you put that money. Loan tenure. A shorter tenure will have a higher EMI and a longer tenure will have a lesser EMI. This will completely depend upon what is your capability of handling EMIs on a monthly level. If you have no other obligations, all your future goals are sorted, and everything's okay, I say go for that shorter tenure, give a higher EMI, close that loan as fast as possible. But in case there are future obligations that you have, or maybe current obligations that you have, or maybe the amount that you have every single month as your saving is not that much, then go for a lesser EMI. As a thumb rule, all your EMIs or financial obligations that are going should never be more than 40% of your total net income for the month. Interest rate and other charges. Thumb rule, negotiate, negotiate, negotiate. Don't go and take a loan from the very first bank that you have spoken to. Go out into the market, see what are the various options that are available there, what kind of interest rate has been provided. If you're working with a reputed company, maybe you will get a better discount compared to anybody else. So make sure that you use that to your advantage. Make sure you've spoken to everyone that you possibly can to see if your interest rate can be reduced. And you need to read those charges. Make sure all your terms and conditions have been correctly read and understood by you. Get all your questions answered. Understand what would be the late penalty charges, if you can do a prepayment, if there are charges and opportunities around that, foreclosure charges, and then sign on your dotted line. The documents that you would require for your loan would be your ID proof, your address proof, your salary statements at least for 6 months, your bank statements for 6 months, your IT returns, your proof of residence, as well as your agent signature proof. So your ID proof, age and signature proof, as well as your proof of residence could very well be your one document of your passport, and similarly you will be able to provide the rest of the documents as well. Now, what happens once you've provided the document? The next step would include your field verification. That would mean that one official appointed by the bank will come and verify the documents, will make sure that that is actually your residence of proof. The other documents that have been provided for you, they will go for verification to the source of generation or source of approval. And post that, once everything is in place and you reach and meet the eligibility criteria of the bank will give you the approval of application, and the disbursement of the loan amount will be done. The disbursement is actually done in one entire lump sum. It will not happen in a paced manner, so just one amount that comes to your account. Factors that can possibly impact your loan application even while you meet the eligibility criteria set by the banks. There could be possible reasons why your application could maybe get rejected and you don't really know why that has happened. Few things that could have happened in the background would be your loan repayment history. So by this we mean that any loan that you might have previously taken to this car loan, they would be looking at that history. You need to understand that there is something called credit bureau, where all the banks share data for various customers for whom they have provided loans and how their background has been, how their history for the payment of the loan has been. So in case you've had a few EMI that you have missed out, there been penalty on it, you might be termed as a bad borrower, and not a lot of banks would be ready to give you a loan at a good rate in case you fall in this category. So in case you are on the other side of the spectrum, that means your loans have been great, you've been paying them well on time, and you've been doing that for a period of time. In case there's a long history of it where they can see a very big stable status for you with a regular payment of the loans, it could work in your advantage as well. So make sure that you've kept this in your mind when you're applying for a loan. Credit inquiries, as in how many other banks did you go to apply for this car loan, which might have got rejected before coming to a bank which is currently considering you. In case there have been numerous other banks which have rejected you, your current loan application consideration might again be stopped, and the bank would need to relook at all your documents to see what was the reason for other banks not to have approved your loan. Type of current credits. So a good mix of current credit would be secured loans and unsecured loan mixed. Say for example, you have 3 loans which are currently going on and 2 of them are secured and 1 of them is unsecured loans, then that is a good mix of current credits to have. That means that there is a lot of stability in you. But in case your 3 loans are all unsecured loans, then the bank will again think that, what if he becomes a bad payer and this is also an unsecured loan? Would he really consider paying my loan first, or would he consider paying somebody else's loan first? So that's always a question that would be there in your banker's mind. So these are various things that can possibly impact your overall application. Now, I hope this has been very helpful and has built a foundation knowledge about loans and has given you enough confidence that you should soon go ahead, get your loan and get that dream car and make it your real car. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have found information to be more value adding. So don't forget to like us, share us and subscribe to us, and we will see you soon in the next video.